This is a WPDE ABC 15 News following Florence update.
This morning, more homes across our area are being threatened by rising floodwaters, and National Guard soldiers are helping many people escape their inundated homes.
A major concern this morning is along 501. That's why National Guardsmen are out there constructing those flood barriers. That's where ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth is live this morning on the bypass, taking a closer look at all that work. Amanda?
That's right, a whole lot of action going on here 24 hours a day, but especially at night because that's when there's no traffic coming through and you guys can get a lot of stuff done. Ron Power with me. Talk about, everything that's been going on here.
Okay, yes, we've been working with South Carolina Department of Transportation, and we've been installing HESCO barriers in order to keep rising water levels from pushing across Highway 501. And, you're an engineer, and actually, most of the people out here are engineers, and so you guys are kind of used to doing this type of stuff. Yeah, so these guys have been trained to do all types of heavy equipment operation and any type of engineer operation. So we've responded to state active duty missions before where we've worked this type of high water scenario, so we were able to come out here and...
Well, I tell you what, since you guys have gotten out here, and it's been several days, but now it's working like a well-oiled machine. You're almost to the end.
Yes, we're almost to the end. We've done half a mile on this side of the 501 bridge, so we hope to finish it up, put any last-minute touches on it during the daylight. So.
Right, and then it gets wrapped.
Yes, it gets wrapped with plastic over the top in order to keep it watertight.
And that's the whole point, to keep the water off of the road, to make it an artery to the two communities, especially for emergency vehicles and whatnot.
Yes, our main goal is to keep the Highway 501 route open, especially for emergency vehicles passing from Conway to Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, well, the end is in sight right there, and they're pretty much done, so they'll go through and make any final adjustments, guys.
Wow, so much work being done there.
Yeah.
Again, that main concern, if 501 gets cut off, 378 is the only access in and out of the county. Take a look at this video showing the massive effort that is underway right now to try and keep 501 bypass in Conway open, protecting it from flooding.
This video was sent to our Ed Piotrowski by an ABC 15 viewer. Really gives us an incredible view of the project National Guardsmen and Army Corps of Engineer workers are building. And we have been telling you about that, but this is a great view of that. Right now, those soldiers and engineers are just getting started on another day of that project. Guard members are also leading the way in the rescue effort to get to folks who need to be saved, who are trapped by rising floodwaters.
ABC 15's Amanda Kenseth live this morning on Highway 501 bypass, giving us a closer look at the work being done this hour. Who are you talking to, Amanda?
That's right, yeah, you saw the overhead view. Now we're down on the ground, and I'm with Lieutenant Corporal Matheny. Now, talk about, you guys have put out some massive effort for this work.
We absolutely have, and we're just a small part of Team South Carolina, and what you see behind us is the elements of 2 of our National Guard engineer battalions, and these guys are putting out maximum effort, working around the clock to keep the citizens safe.
Right, and actually nighttime is when you put out a lot of effort.
We are, Amanda. We're trying to surge at night because that's when South Carolina Department of Transportation has shut down the incoming lane, the eastbound lane. So what that allows us to do is avoid the risk of injury to our soldiers and minimize the risk of hurting any of the civilian cars as they come through. So we try to surge at that point, and then we can slack off a little bit during the day to make sure we're keeping everybody safe.
Yeah, and just tonight, you've gone a long way, 300 feet, is that what you said?
Yeah, we started about 300 linear feet from the bridge, so we're actually closer to about 2,000 linear feet that we put in tonight.
Wow, wow, and there's just a little bit to go. You're almost to the end.
We are almost to the end. So this is the final approach, and we're working towards Myrtle Beach, so in the eastbound lane now.
And really interesting too, you go out into the city and companies and help them as well.
We are. So I also have smaller elements that are helping the city of Conway and the county to identify other areas of infrastructure that we can help them reinforce and mitigate risk to those infrastructure pieces.
Right, well, we certainly appreciate all the help that you guys have given our community, and I know there's a lot of other areas that need you as well, so from here you'll deploy to somewhere else and help those citizens. Yeah,
we think that's probably our next step. We'll finish up this project and we'll relocate somewhere else to try to help the next municipality.
Right. Well, again, we appreciate all your hard work trying to protect our community right here, guys.
All right. Thanks for checking in with us, Amanda, and we will check in with her in our next half hour as well.
This is a WPDE ABC 15 News following Florence update.
This morning, more homes across our area are being threatened by rising floodwaters, and National Guard soldiers are helping many people escape their inundated homes.
They're also busy working still at this hour constructing those flood barriers. We go now live to ABC 15's Amanda Kinseth, who is on a Highway 501 bypass in Conway, giving us a closer look. Amanda?
That's right, busy 24 hours a day. If you've been on 501 bypass, then you've seen them in action. Let's come up this way a little bit. You can see where they're working right now, just piling sand into these barricades right here. Now, this, of course, is all to try to stop the floodwaters if they come up and over 501 bypass, to still keep this as a usable road. Right over here, you can see mounds of sand. I mean, talking tons and tons and tons of sand. And then, of course, a lot of machinery to push it around. And then dozens of people on the shift right now working, shoveling that sand in here, making those barricades. Also, the massive sandbags we've talked about. You've also seen them out in, the big machinery, making rescues, out on boats, and they're continuing to rescue people as well. A lot of work going on, and, 24/7 action right here, guys.
Yeah, busy day and weekend ahead for them. Thank you, Amanda. We appreciate that.